Obviously, I know you're from a Chelsea fan's point of view, but I assume you were watching the last 15 minutes of the game fully because the Spurs game finished. The Chelsea game finished, which we will touch on. Do you think Spurs fans have got a case here?
I don't think Spurs fans have got a case for anything, man. I'm coming on Spurs saying they're the next Liverpool. You know, they're going to challenge Liverpool. They're going to challenge for the league. We should dominate City. Give it a rest, man. Understand your place. Know your role, man.
Nobody said that, Ziad.
No, Jacob, allow it, man. Jacob, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
I'm not going to allow absolute lies. No one said that. No one said all those three things you just said. Nobody said that.
Brother just said we're going to be replacing Liverpool.
No, Jacob, Dan did say it. Dan did say it on the street.
Dan, why'd you do that?
Wait, I didn't say we're going to dominate.
This Ange Postecoglou, whatever the guy's name is, coming here saying, yes, mate, we're going to be the next Tottenham. We're doing well. Listen, you're going to continue to be the irrelevant club. Not going to win any trophies. You're going to be in the shadow of Chelsea. You're not going to run. You're never going to run. You're never going to run London. You're never going to run your side of London. None of it. Okay. Understand your role.
Are we talking about today, or are we talking about your Wikipedia page?
Guys, just let he finish.
Bro, listen, at the end of the day, my eyes weren't the Chelsea game. The last 15 minutes that I saw, City were always taking control. I actually thought Tottenham defended well for the whole game. Even the little glimpses that I saw, they're defending, bro. Reminded me of fucking I don't know what, bro. Prime Chelsea, the way the Tottenham players were flying there and blocking every shot. But listen, at the end of the day, City were always going to win. They're the better team on paper, better team, better manager. Tottenham, listen, history of your club, and yeah, man, that's it. But Man City deserved that goal. Vicario came, he tried to collect it, he dropped the ball, then he fell. If you're gonna jump up to the ball and try claim it, you've got to claim it, right? So, and he didn't.
Terry, can I say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
If you're gonna know your place as a Chelsea fan, you should know your place. Mid-table, that's your place. And just own up to it. Your place is mid-table.
But no one cares about the table. History is talked. We're talking about history. I'm not talking about know your place.
We're talking right now. You're saying know your place. Know your place.
Know your place as a club. Know your place as a club. We're talking about as a club, as a whole business.
As a
know
club,
your place.
we're building to become a winning club.
When I say know your place, you can't sit here and say you're going to claim to be the next Liverpool. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. Tottenham the next Liverpool. That's embarrassing. You've seen no inside of that. That's not optimistic. That's delusional. Come on, man. Let's be real here, man.
Explain to me why that's delusional.
Because like I said, Liverpool are going to come in. They're going to bring a better manager.
You have nothing to back that up. You have nothing to back up your statement. No, you don't. You have nothing to back up your statement.
Let's look at the
Premier League. Jacob, but Jacob is shameless, and he wouldn't even say that. What you said.
A manager that can't even get you to a semi-final or final. Pochettino, that the whole Chelsea fan base want out of the bloody club, is already in a final, and Chelsea fans still want him out. But you're Ange Postecoglou, the guy who's supposed to be so great, can't even get to a final. Lost to Fulham.
We're building a process. We're building a process.
The process. When Chelsea are in the process, we win trophies. What are you talking about? Come on, man.
You're not going to win any this season. You're not going to win any.
Are you sure?
You haven't done a process. How many years have you not done a process?
What do you mean we're not going to win a trophy? Win a final. What final are you in?
I'm curious. Are we talking about the Masters today? Or are we talking about history?
I want to go to Jacob here because the talking point we actually are on is the foul on Vicario. Dan and a lot of Spurs fans are claiming they were robbed. It shouldn't have been a goal. What's your take on it, brother?
My take is that is just as much a foul, if it is one at all, as the other 3-4 corners prior, where is the same thing. Ruben Diaz pushing up against him. Look, for me as a goalkeeper, I would be stronger in that moment to push that man off, but it had been happening all match. It wasn't the first one. So I think to sit there and say like, oh, this one specifically because they actually scored, that's just not really fair to the argument of what happened in the match. Because honestly, to me, not strong enough to be. It didn't disrupt Vicario enough. You got to be stronger in that moment. Again, it had been repeatedly happening and it wasn't called a foul. So why would you then allow yourself to play soft in that moment? That's my take on it. I don't think it's a foul. I hate leaving anything into the ref to give them credit or to blame them. I think is giving them more actions to do than actually just looking at the game and saying we had one shot the entire 90 minutes. That's not good enough. I don't care who you're playing. If it's the eventual Premier League champions, treble winners, Manchester United, Luton, that's not enough. I know we had one shot on target and 2 goals versus Palace, and that was barely enough to beat a horrible Crystal Palace side. So again, when we look at the way we performed in that 90, just not good enough. It's not good enough. And to expect, oh, well, this call didn't go our way, so therefore we were robbed. I think that's an easy way out. I think it would be better served if we looked at what happened in those 90 minutes, what players let us down in these. And Terry, I heard you say something at the beginning of your show, which was, I agree with Timo Werner, as frustrating and awful of a player as he is, he can only make runs, and you either pass it to him or you don't. And at a certain point, when he's not getting that service, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is our most creative player in the first 45, there is a clear problem with what we were doing. I thought from a passing standpoint, we were pretty awful as well. In the first half, we couldn't even string, I think, 3 passes together. The City's press showed to be too much for us to handle, and we were on our back foot from the beginning of that match. Now, the second half, we did look a little bit better, but again, you got to look a little bit better, but put something on it. You can't just look better and hope that things look, because again, one shot on target, one shot, just not good enough. You're always going to struggle to win those games, and this is a game where you do have to win, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Jacob. I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't think it was a foul on Vicario at all, and creating one chance. And the Werner stuff, I see a few people in the comments say it. I've seen people on Twitter say, yeah, but the players obviously don't trust him. But it's not the decision to make. You make the right pass. If Werner then messes up, he'll take the blame for it. You can't not give him the ball because he might make a mistake. That's like saying, well, Richarlison's missed a lot of chances today. You have a chance to win in the last minute, but you don't square it to him in case he misses again. The logic just doesn't work in reality. And, Spurs had so many good moments in this game where they had great territory, they had the ball in good areas, but that final ball was just horrendous today. And Spurs have to look at themselves for that. Absolutely no end. Si's here with a Si's a City fan. What you saying, bro?
I'm happy, really happy. This game was more than just tonight. The game in, I think it's April, we're going there again in the league, and this were like a gateway for that game. I was just happy before the game if we scored today, and I think we did really well. Still had 4 starters, like normal starters, not playing. Dominated for large periods of the game, and did think we should have buried the game several times during the 90 minutes, but we controlled their attack. Granted that they lacked some of their offensive players, but I think it was overall a good performance. I'm just happy we scored. Getting a win and qualifying for the next stage of the cup is amazing. Overly joyed.
Absolutely. And V, obviously, we haven't really spoke about City struggling to score at Tottenham, and that's been an ongoing thing. That the miss from KDB, I couldn't believe it. But how impressed were you with your performance tonight? You go through to that next round, and again, still on for winning, retaining your treble.
Terry, don't say that word right now. It's one game at a time. The performance, man. The performance at the beginning, I was really happy with. The first 15, 20 minutes, the players showed that they were on. The players knew what they want to do, how they want to apply it. I was really happy with it. But there was a stretch. I'm not going to lie. We're getting to the 80th minute, and I'm getting antsy because we're not scoring. We got a call disallowed in the first half, but we're not scoring. KDB's going wide and clear open, getting that ball. It's one of those venues where I'm like, I don't think we'll ever be comfortable. And again, this wasn't league game. So to get the 1-0 to move on, fantastic. I'm happy for that because it keeps us in the mix because we can't allow Klopp to do what he's trying to do on his exit out of the league. But this game in particular, I don't think we've shooken off that Spurs jinx. I think it's still there. We need to show that we can score goals and not have it go late to the late 80th to score. But I'm happy with the win. What do they call it? The mini quad that Liverpool are on. We have a chance to disrupt
baby quad.
Baby quad. So yeah, I'm happy that we advance on.